Say that one more time.
I said I feel like a lot of people in the entertainment industry, they're hypocrites. I feel like a lot of people are hypocrites. A lot of people, there's a lot of like picking and choosing. Like, for example, I feel like, especially being black in the entertainment industry, they already have you under a microscope. They already have you under a lens already.
Mm-hmm.
So when push comes to shove, when you not going to the beat of their drum how you want them to do it, or how they want you to do it, it's immediately, oh, they trying to cancel a nigga. They trying to do X, Y, Z. And it's like, no, it's not that. Everybody should be standing how they stand for everybody. And I feel like that's why as black people, we actually do need to stick up for each other because everybody else be trying to already take us out because we got the sauce.
A whole hundred. A whole hundred. A whole hundred. That's what I think a lot of people's problem is. Like, everybody want to get to the top, but it seemed like when everybody has the same goals, everybody wants to get to the top, but it seemed like when it's time to get to, like, when it's time to get your hands dirty, when it's time to get busy, me personally, all I hear is crickets. I'm in here getting busy, getting my hands dirty, and
Right.
it's nobody next to a nigga, and I just have to, like, I see that, like, I think that's our fucking problem. Like, there's people like you, like you're a dancer, I'm a rapper, like we're both creative.
Yeah.
But you're a dancer, I'm a rapper. Chris is a fucking engineer, designer, whatever he wants to call himself. And you have your network of other creatives that you have. I got my network of other creatives that I got. Bro, we should all be coming together to fucking hit this common goal to make all of our dreams easier to achieve.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like the hyper individualism that social media is trying to push, a lot of people gonna hate me for this one, but that's really that white people shit. And a lot of niggas is eating it up, and a lot of people of color is eating it up, and they don't know that that's a fucking white mindset. The crabs in the barrel, that's some white people shit. Everybody else historically has been known to kind of stick together.
Oh shit, that's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, I never thought
That's
about
some
that.
white people shit. So
Whoa.
that's dead why that shit be kind of pissing me off, because that crabs in the barrel shit is really some white people shit.
I've
And
never
niggas
thought
like
about
to
that.
say that they so pro black, so pro whatever. And
y'all
that's why
moving like
they
that.
moving like that. And it's like, the thing is, when niggas don't, this is why I be saying niggas be losing the plot. Because when you're in the entertainment industry, you taking the plate of food from somebody else, you taking the plate off the table for somebody else, that don't mean it's an extra plate. In the entertainment industry, it works like you're going to dinner at a wedding. So guess what? You take one plate off the table, bitch, that's just less plates at the fucking
That's
table.
just minus one plate.
Ain't nobody getting no leftovers, ain't none of that shit. And niggas still have it, it's still not clicking for them. And I don't know, like, I be feeling like because we're young too, niggas be feeling like, oh, we don't have that much to say, oh, you don't know nothing about nothing. No, the older niggas, y'all actually have a problem taking accountability. Y'all want to sit up here and pop y'all shit about the younger generation, but y'all ain't took accountability for all the fucked up shit that we cleaning up. That's they mess.
Yeah, shit we were just born into.
Yeah, like
shit we didn't have no fucking parts in creating. Like,
we ain't asked for none of that shit, and we be cleaning up all of their shit, and it's no shade. Like, a lot of people be walking around the entertainment industry with their nose held up high and doing all this shit, and the thing that kills me about the entertainment industry is it's like, it grew to what it was because of the community that we were. So my only question is, now that niggas got what they wanted and niggas is all popping their shit and doing what they want, now how come everybody acting like they bigger than the program?
right.
You feel what I'm
It
saying?
became this, like, and I mean, maybe, like, I'm talking to myself when I say this too. It became this fucking, like, I don't want to say like macho ass thing. Like, everybody's. It seems.
No,
like,
it is.
It seems like everybody now is trying to step into big dog role, not being able to fit the big dog shoes.
It's not. It's not even that they trying to fit into the big dog shoes. It's like, I feel like it's the same thing as, like, you know what I'm saying, when niggas be like about that life, when they actually be gang banging, and then you got a nigga that's up here like just a regular ass nigga, but you over there playing on the set like you're about that life for real.
Yeah.
It's literally like that, because it's like, bro, a lot of these niggas who be in the top positions, they don't even be like that for real.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
right. And it be a nigga who pretending trying to put on the show.
and sometimes too, it be niggas behind the scenes doing all the work.
Yeah.
And then it be the motherfucker taking actually credit for somebody else's shit. And a lot of people don't know. That's why I be telling people, like, if you're an artist, it's okay to be inspired by people, but don't look up to nobody, because a lot of these niggas is regular. And when people be getting in the rooms with these people, they be disappointed as hell.
Yeah.
They be disappointed as hell.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever been through that, like, super firsthand, but, like, I've definitely realized, like, the people I looked up to from an artist perspective are regular niggas, like, regular niggas from their own hood who just figured out how to make some money off of something they was good at, like,
and then
it's really that.
The thing, too, is it's like, I just be feeling like sometimes social media makes it easier for these bitches to play in our face when they see that we're not standing how we're supposed to stand. They, like, for example, they'll see somebody getting bullied. Like right now, it's a whole situation going on with Cat's Eye's choreographer, and niggas is taking him through there on Twitter. Oh, they taking that nigga through there. No funny shit. They taking him through there. And my thing is, I've seen this happen, and I'm not saying that what's happening to him is wrong, right? But what I'm saying is, this situation should show people how easy it is for the motherfuckers to play in our face. Yeah. And they playing in our face because they see us playing in each other's face online. And niggas be acting like it's not a thing. Like, niggas be acting like the internet is not worldwide. Like, it's not a global thing. Like, right. People can't see how we behave towards one another. And I feel like, especially in Los Angeles, what people don't know is that in Los Angeles, even though we might not be the best city, because that's the shit that they programmed them niggas with, and that's what they, you know. But they was like, they don't see how easy it is for them to play in our face. Like, you could see how somebody treats somebody else, and then you're like, oh, well, I could play with that bitch like that because they let so-and-so do it. Right. And then everybody just playing in each other's face, but they not realizing that while we all playing in each other's face on social media, the niggas that's booking us, the niggas that's hiring us, the niggas that's doing all this shit, they all steadily watching. Mm-hmm. You don't ever know who's watching your shit or who's stumbling across your profile at any point in time. Mm-hmm. So sometimes they just be like, niggas just be playing each other's face, and then they be sitting up there like, oh, why the rates ain't this? Why we not getting the bag? Why we not doing X, Y, Z? Because they see us over here doing all this scattering, and then as soon as them motherfuckers say something, we go along with the program like we don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, we gotta stop doing that shit.
Like,
we gotta stop doing that shit.
And it could be really simple. Like, I feel like entertainers could make such a bigger bag, but everybody be trying to play into these politics and semantics and whatever the fuck. But I feel like all of that shit too is to cover up for a lack of skill. If you really on your shit, and if you really training, if you really working on the craft, if you really got a respect for the craft, then you're gonna honor that shit at all times. And you don't gotta wait for no bitch to validate you. And I feel like that's what we need to do as the black community. Stop waiting for these bitches' validation, because they're looking for us to be the example. Like, I had to realize that, like, sometime last year, like, when I, like, damn near lost everything, I was like, no, like, I'm sitting up here looking for all these niggas' validation, this, that, and the third, and I'm really that.
A whole hundred, bro. No, I'm hearing exactly what the fuck you saying. Like, we don't have to, like, we have the thing, like, how can I say, the magic that they're looking for and are trying to buy through hiring us, we are born with, we are given by the Most High.
Correct.
So stop relying on those people, or stop feeling like you have to rely on those people to do what it is that you want to do, and just do your shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And I feel like, too, this is really no shade, but the niggas who want to play the game instead of actually working on their skills, they're fucking the brand up.
Yeah, cause you almost like you almost making a nigga feel like it's okay to do some flawed
That's what I'm
shit.
saying.
Like you
and all them niggas be co-signing that shit until it's them. Then when it's them, right, they want niggas to move the mountaintop, do X, Y, Z, and it's like, bruv, y'all was like, and going back to that situation with the Cat's Eye choreographer, they saying that they bullying him, this, that, and the third. Okay, well, how many creators have y'all seen on the app? They getting bullied online and they getting bullied in person. Them bitches ain't saying shit to them niggas. Then, just like the Diddy documentary said, when they was getting abused and they popped out and they said they was getting abused, niggas was playing it safe. They didn't want to stand with the niggas who was actually getting abused because they wanted to play it safe and they still wanted to get a job. Then all of a sudden, now all this shit, they done put all this shit on the flow. And it's like, people are starting to see how flawed and fucked up these niggas really is. But I feel like because of everyone being so like, by all like the possessions and whatnot, they still like trying to dick ride. And it's like, why are you riding on somebody else's shit?
You know, and okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second. I can kind of understand that because of the whole like, we were conditioned to think this, we were conditioned to move like this for so long that now we live in a completely different world where we don't necessarily have to do that. But I've been doing this like this for 15 years, so I don't know that I don't have to do it like this no more. You feel what I'm saying? So I'll give niggas the benefit of the doubt and be and allow them to. I'll give niggas the benefit of the doubt and.
You allowing them to spot their shit their own way. Because
Right.
you ain't trying to tell a motherfucker how to live their life.
Exactly.
You feel me?
That right there. I can't tell you how to live your life, but nigga, you still dick sucking.
Like, come on now.
Still dick sucking. You didn't fix the problem. You feel what I'm saying?
And then when a motherfucker actually say something about the problem, right? Niggas want to be sitting up there pretending like they know, like they don't know that shit is a problem. Everybody want to be sitting up there playing pretend, and that's why I be saying these bitches is pussy and they're not really standing on shit. I can respect the bitch that will come and flat out say it, and that's why anytime somebody says something happens to them in the industry, whether that's rapping, whether that's singing, whether that's dancing, I be believing them niggas because a lot of motherfuckers will let shit slide just because they trying to get a check, and then they be doing all that, letting that shit slide, all that dick riding, for them to not end up in any better of a situation than the other motherfuckers.
Yeah, so it's like, what was it all for?
And that's why I feel like we losing the plot a little bit. Like, as entertainers, we all have to come together, because if we all come together, it's more of a bag for all of us.
Yeah.
They keep
Facts.
making us as entertainers do all this work. Like me personally, like I be working my ass off. I be breaking my body, doing shit, fucking my shit up, right? Bitches be paying me dust, pennies. And if they not paying us that, if they are paying us a good amount, they're paying us on the back end.
Right. It's not even none of the I don't want to say commercial money, but it's not none of the big shit. Like you said, it's back end.
But this is my thing too, though, right? It would be just like we're doing a service, right? So if a motherfucker working on your car, you're not gonna tell the motherfucker that's working on your car, oh, we're gonna pay you a net 30, we gonna pay you a net 60, we gonna pay you a net 90.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna pay them that shit right when it's delivered. Or since they wanna like try to make it, if you wanna make this a more corporate thing, how about we actually start putting niggas on payroll and paying them once every week, once every 2 weeks? And then they be sitting up there trying to play with a nigga's money when you actually speak up on a mistreatment, when you actually speak up on a shit that's wrong. They be trying to play on a bitch money. When I was teaching at a very famous studio in LA, I was telling them niggas that they need to give me a permanent slot and they need to put me on retainer. Because while I was doing that, they was going around alienating my other relationships with other studios, fucking doing shit to try to get a reaction out of me. Even when I was getting bullied by another famous choreographer who happens to be a black person, by the way. I trained with that nigga. He went on his podcast and was popping all this shit about me. He was talking shit about me for years, and I had no clue that he even had a problem with me. Whole time, I'm over here saying, giving this nigga the accolades, telling everybody, oh, you need to go take his class, because this is how I learned how to do this shit, right? Whole time, he trying to fuck my name up. Whole time, he fucking my name up. And I was helping that nigga behind closed doors. A lot of the people who he be dancing with and shit, and even the videographers, when his shit was going most viral, the videographer that he was using, I plugged him with that videographer. the white girl that's all the Chris Brown shit that be dancing with him, and that shit be going viral. I met her first, and I told her to go take his class. And when he got more famous, he started popping shit about me. Then the bitch want to start acting funny towards me. Love, I didn't do nothing but try to support you, and you switching up on me for the clout. And what I need entertainers to understand, what is, we need to figure out what it is and what it ain't. Because niggas be talking about playing the game. Okay, if we playing the game, what prize did you win? What's the prize?
Yeah.
What did you win? Because a lot of these bitches be miserable. They be at the top, they did everything they wanted to do, and they be miserable. And they be trying to get the niggas down who actually really love to do this shit, and they really love to do it for real. And I'm telling you, the niggas, when you love your craft, when you love what you do, you could tell who don't really love what the fuck they do. You can tell the niggas that surround you, even if they're more popular or whatever the case is, you're like, no, they popular or whatever, but they don't really love this shit for real. Yeah. They not really grinding for this shit. And also too, with the racism in the industry, it makes it hard for black people to want to keep trying to pursue the industry, to keep trying to pursue entertainment, because it's like, y'all use anything for us for entertainment. These niggas even use our pain for entertainment. Right. And they do it in many forms. Yeah. They use our pain for entertainment. They be fetishizing us. They be doing all this little fuck shit to us. All of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? But whole time, they studying us. They studying us. They looking at all our shit. But whole time, to the whole world, allegedly, we're the least desired. We're the ones that's getting fetishized. We're the ones that's ghetto. We're the ones that's not getting paid. We're the ones that's uneducated. Right. And we the ones that don't be on shit and we don't be doing shit, right? But if we not on shit and we not doing shit, then why y'all niggas all trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula?
Why are y'all over here?
Like, why? What's the reason for it? And it's like, if people aren't gonna treat niggas right, they need to leave niggas the fuck alone. Simple. Right. And that's why I'm glad that nigga Labyrinth crashed out on them niggas off the Euphoria shit. Cause fuck is you talking about? Y'all not finna keep asking black people to work for y'all in the industry and then disrespecting us. Because guess what? Everybody love to pop this little shit and this little moral superiority, and everybody, point the finger, point. But none of them bitches want to look in the mirror. And people in the entertainment industry be giving hypocrite because they don't understand how easy it is to become what you hate. It's very easy to become what you hate when you're in entertainment. It's very easy. It's very easy to get on the bandwagon and hop on the bandwagon on some shit. And then when you find out the real truth behind it, you're like, damn, this shit was actually mad corny. This shit was actually mad corny, and the shit was flawed. And we didn't, and the whole time we wasn't doing shit about it, but the shit was flawed. Cause I see it in the dance world, like a lot of the OGs talking about it. Even in the singing world, you see now, this bitch is like, what's her name? And I'm not gonna say that she don't got no hits, right? Like Addison Rae. I'm not gonna say that she don't got no hits. Some of her shit be hitting on all four cylinders, right? But at the same time, I know even white girls. I can name 5 white girls that is more talented than that bitch right now.
I've never heard the Jones music.
She like one of the pop girls, but even if you pay attention, like the Cat's Eye shit, right? It's a global group. They said that the only black member on the group on hiatus, allegedly. She on hiatus. Now some of the other girls, like this other girl, and it's making me mad because I see what they're doing, and a lot of people don't see what the fuck they're doing, and they don't see how, like, and that's why it's making me more mad at the company. I'm not mad at none of those girls. I'm not mad at none of those girls because what niggas need to understand, those girls are still under 25 years old. We cannot keep fucking with them and bothering them over some fuck shit that the company's doing to make their image look a certain way. It was the company's decision. Because truth be told, like, girls is a little bit more evil than men at times, right? But at the same time, I feel like girls, like the ladies, what they do that we need to work on as men, they able to put the bullshit aside and able to have a conversation, even if they gotta have a friendly. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas
like,
be holding grudges sometimes.
I'm a nigga who doesn't do that.
Yeah.
What you're speaking about, being able to actually have conversations. I'm a nigga who likes to, like, I don't like to just blow up and blow shit out of proportion and just fight for no fucking reason.
Yeah, but my thing is, it's not. I'm like that too. I'm not gonna blow it up out of proportion. But if it's some shit that was wrong, I just want to have a conversation. I want to see where you're coming from. I want to understand, so that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that I'm not sitting up here treating you no type of way, doing no fuck shit to you because we still in the same industry.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Is I feel like as men in the industry, the first thing that we do as soon as somebody fuck us over, now we want to go do some more shit. Now we want to take shit over the top. You. And now niggas sitting up here, like having a pissing match, trying to see who dig bigger in front of the world. Yeah. And like on top of that, it'd be a lot of niggas that's doing that shit, and them niggas are not even gay, and that is gay as fuck. Yeah. No shade. That is gay as fuck.
No,
you niggas be sitting up there going back and forth, popping it. Ain't nobody throwing no hands. Ain't nobody done shit. Niggas is just yap, or they going behind their back, fucking up their bitches, fucking up their money. If y'all really off the top of that rip, you would be able to just cut ties and not say shit.
Right. If
you was really off the top of that rip.
I'll say if it was really smoke like that. Like if it was really like animosity like that. Like you would just be able to, all right, fuck this nigga.
And
whatever.
That's my thing too. A lot of people in the industry, especially niggas, if it's animosity, just say that. Mm-hmm. It is okay for niggas not to get along. Right. But you don't gotta be having a nigga all up in your face, because what niggas like to do is niggas like to do that betrayal shit just like bitches. Mm. They like to do that betrayal shit where they sit up there, niggas have a problem with you, niggas have animosity, whole time they ain't saying nothing. You sitting up there working with him, doing shit to put on for him. You thinking that you boys with them. Mm. Whole time behind your back, niggas got animosity, they doing this, that, and the motherfucking third. Mm. But ain't nobody want to talk about the issue. You want to talk about the issue, and you want to hold it over the nigga head so that when the nigga go outside, everybody knows something about the nigga. And nigga like, hold on, what does everybody know that I don't know? Right. Because everybody acting, everybody moving like they know something I don't know.
Like I'm out the loop.
Like I'm out the loop. Yeah. And it's like, niggas don't understand that that's also bullying. And then you bitches want to sit up here and get on the internet and act like you're such a good person.
Hey, bro. People that do shit like that, I like to think karma's a bitch. And you feel me? I didn't, like, when I was in a situation like that, I didn't do nothing to deserve that, to merit no shit like that. So I was pretty much like, all right, I can put my hands on you, but that's not gonna buy me nothing but fucking jail time. You know what I mean?
Right, but
so I'm gonna let karma get it on the back end, and when I see them later in life, karma for sure got it on the back end.
But check this out. This is some shit that my mentor told me. Okay. And this shit really changed my brain chemistry, nigga. Like when I got betrayed and I got banned, I got betrayed by this girl who I grew up with. I literally grew up with her. I never had any animosity or any hard feelings for her until now. It's up. It's up. And you're a fucking bully, and it's up, bitch. It's up. You're a bad fucking person and you shouldn't be teaching kids. It's up. You're a bully.
Teacher.
She's a teacher.
Wow.
We were teaching classes at the same studio. And this is why I say, like, when you're a black person in the industry, you're already under a certain lens. And because of stereotypes and shit like that, you are always liable to be held to a double standard. Check this out. We teaching at the studio, right? I'm popping up for her every time. Even on days that I'm not even teaching, I'm popping up for her every time. But most of the time, me and her, we grew up together. She grew up in Dina. We was dancing together, so she's known me since I first started dancing, and we've been friends this long. There was a choreographer, and I'm gonna put air quotes on choreographer because this shit all connects, and that's what makes my situation even crazier, because all of this shit that happens, all the shit that's happened to me connects, and it makes a picture. Whereas all these other people are saying X, Y, and Z about me, But then when I tell the story, it all connects. And it's so much shit that people be forgetting because it's literally so much shit. Because these niggas will really take you through there. Like when you're talented and when you really like have a love for the craft and when you really have love for people and when you're a giving person and when you're kind, they are just gonna take you through there. And you have to show them that it can really get like that. So I'm teaching at the studio with this girl. Me and this girl grew up when this choreographer that I was assisting, right? I was assisting him for between the time I was like 17 until I was about 19, 20, right? And Chris even met the nigga. Like, Chris came to nigga's house. I was assisting him. He would always tell me shit like, oh, like, it's not good enough. What you're doing is trash. I could do something better. White motherfucker. Still turned around using all my shit, though. At the end of the day. After he told me that what he did was better and that he could do some better shit, the nigga still turned around and used my shit, though. So then, it got to a point, like, I decided I wasn't helping him no more, and it was just that this man decided he was gonna alienate me from my entire friend group, started a program with them over COVID, alienate me from my entire group. He tried to bring one of my boys in there, and me and him ain't boys because of this studio that I'm about to mention now. Me and him ain't even boys no more because of that. Because the studio, like, it's deep. Let me go back. Okay. So basically, he tried to, one of my boys, he tried to bring them up in there, and my boy just brought me with him as an assistant. And niggas had to stand on what they did to me. Like, because it was uncomfortable for him. And he still runs a training program with kids. And whole time, the girl that I'm talking about who betrayed me, he was low-key trying to get at that. While she was 16, my nigga.
What?
He was low-key trying to get at that while she was 16. So I'm sitting up here as his assistant, and you know me, if something's wrong, it's not nothing for me to say that. So whole time I'm like, wait, but she's younger than me, so I feel like it's kind of weird that you ain't got a bitch in your own age group. And you sitting up here,
it's just a whole bunch of weird shit
trying to paint
on.
the picture, trying to set the stage for some shit for her. So she acting a way towards me when I stop assisting you, because you've been trying to set the stage for some shit from her since she was 16. She was 16, nigga want to say to me, oh, she Snapchatted me, I think she got a crush on me. What?
That's
Why the fuck does it matter if she has a crush on you if she's 16? As a 30-year-old man, why the fuck do you care?
It's nasty.
That shit is deep. So she stopped fucking with me low-key. Like, I started to notice a shift in her behavior when I stopped assisting him and she became his assistant. Okay. And mind you, a lot of the stuff that she went viral for with him, a lot of that shit was actually my choreography. I picked the song. I picked the choreography. I said, you should dance with so-and-so. I was doing all that shit behind the scenes for this nigga. So all this shit that he built, all the foundation that he built, he could have never built that shit without me. And I did it off the strength. I did that shit for the love of the game, because that's just who I am. That's why I never came out and outed that bitch, because it ain't shit to me. You already see the material. Yeah. And
I'm hearing you.
She stopped fucking with me over that. We get to the studio and I get a slot that's like right before her slot. She got Saturdays at 5:30. I ended up subbing the Saturdays at 4, like pretty regularly. I'm going to her class every time. She not coming to mine though. And mind you, I'm going to her class right after I just taught. I'm yelling, doing this full out ass choreography for 90 minutes, training all these people when I'm not even like, I'm nice, I'm friendly, but I get very nervous around people. Like, the industry has fucked up my mental and my trust so much that I get scared being around big groups of people. I be having to mentally prepare myself. I was teaching sold out classes at this fucking studio, and every single time I was driving there, I was bawling my fucking eyes out, bro. Having to get myself together within minutes right before I teach a class, and I was teaching almost every day in the midst of all this shit that's happening. Even the shit that happened with dude who was my mentor. When that shit got to the peak of where it was at, I was at the highest my career has ever been in terms of teaching. And mind you, niggas was trying to deplatform me. They still try. And it kind of doesn't work. Like, it works to a certain degree, but then it doesn't work, because then when people meet me and they experience me in real life, they realize that, like, sure, some of the shit is true, because I'm a human being, and I'm not just going to let you treat me no type of way. But most of the shit, they realize, oh, damn, he's actually not fucked up for real. So then the cognitive dissonance starts to kick in, and they're like, damn. So that's why, like, when the shit happened, basically she got me banned from the studio. They said that I was talking poorly about her.
Okay.
And all this other shit, and I was talking poorly about the studio.
Okay.
Mind you, I never said anything poor about the studio. All I said was that people were feeling a type of way because they were having me teach so much, and I was constantly filling the room here, and that I didn't have a slot. My picture wasn't on the wall. They weren't doing none of that shit for me that they were doing for everybody else. But I was bringing in a lot of the business that was at that studio. But they weren't treating me like they were treating everybody else.
And you had a problem with that.
And I didn't say that. Like, all I said was, yeah, I'm trying to work on it. All that you guys can do at this point is go to the studio and tell them, because I don't know how to resolve the issue. I've tried to have a conversation about this. They tell me, yes, we're going to do it, and then tomorrow never comes.
I understand.
While whole time I'm still going through for the business. I'm still coming through.
You still showing up.
I'm still showing up. I'm still showing up at 1,000%. And even when I showed the studio proof of what was happening to me with this other choreographer, they still let that choreographer come and take class. They even put me around some of the people that were talking about me poorly on the internet, and I showed them proof. And they made me stand in the same rooms as some of these people. And I still did it with a smile.
That's crazy.
And when it came to this girl, who's a white girl, she's not even white, she's Latina. She probably ain't said shit about ICE, because she probably don't want people to know that she's fucking Latina.
Hey,
that's deep.
That's very deep.
And I had none of my fucking business. But she, basically, they said that I was talking about her. They said I was talking bad about the studio. And they banned me from the studio.
Right.
When whole time I'm taking her class, supporting her, she's disrespecting me in public. And all people are doing is asking, why is she treating you this way publicly? When you're showing up, you're being nice, you're coming through, you're bringing great energy.
Right.
Why is she showing up for you? They tried to say I was being disruptive in class. I'd be hyping people up. I'd be showing people love. I don't be disruptive. I'm a student. I'm there to learn. I love this shit too much. I'm going to get that fucking step. I'm going to make sure everyone else gets that step. But also at the same time, I'm not about to sit up here in this room and be stressed out and be miserable just because you bitches is trying to be perfect. If I mess up, I mess up. I'm here to train. This is not a job. This is for me to train and practice my skills. So if I'm practicing my skills, if I'm making other choices, I'm not disrupting the class, because I'm very much in the back, in the corner, being quiet when it's time to be quiet. Then when it's not, I know my place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
no, I do.
I was never coming from a disruptive place. They tried to say I was disruptive, tried to say I was bringing bad PR to the studio. Mind you, all I'm doing is having a conversation with someone else about what the streets is already saying about y'all. So how is that bad PR when I'm not actually saying nothing bad about y'all?
Could it be that the person in power doesn't like the contents of the conversation? You get what I'm saying?
I get that, but right, if you don't like the contents of the conversation,
and they're just
from a business standpoint, right? If we're doing business, I'm not gonna set the stage for no shit like that. So
but you don't set the stage. You just like you said, you're a student. You come there to learn, and then you come and have conversations. And if people, you get what I'm saying?
It's not even like that. Like, it's like from a standpoint of a client coming to have a conversation with me. They're like, why are they not having you come here? Why are they not having you as a regular? When we love you, the community loves you, and we keep asking, and you keep asking, and why is this not happening? And you're just saying, I don't know why this is not happening. I'm trying my best to handle the situation with care. I'm still going to continue to show up, but I'm going to also protect myself, and I'm going to protect my health and my mental.
For sure.
Because this is getting to a point where it's a lot for me, because a lot is being asked of me, and I'm not being treated the same as everyone else. And it's making me, and I'm sad, and I'm sorry that you guys feel that way, because you guys shouldn't even be coming to me to have this conversation. That's why that's why, and people don't even know that I really felt that way. And that's why when the studio came and said that they had recordings, I no longer, I freed myself from defending myself, because I know what I said. I didn't say anything bad. I tried to stop these conversations. I would just brush them off and be like, oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's cool. We're still fam. They still cool. You can still come here and train. I'll still be here. still try to just make that shit light, so that people wouldn't look at them a type of way,
Right.
even though people were already seeing their behavior and looking at them a type of way, and just
Right.
coming to me and being like, hey, are you okay? XYZ is happening. We're a little bit concerned because this doesn't seem right.
And you just
And I'm
you
just sitting
bit
up
your
here trying to
tongue.
brush it off, and I'm biting my tongue. I'm holding my tongue. I'm saving face.
Yeah.
And they treating me fucked up, and I'm supporting them whole time. They still make revenue off of my tutorials, off of my likeness. I can't even go there to train. They got people looking at me fucked up. They got people spreading all type of false narratives about me. And the girl, mind you, when I stopped assisting that choreographer and she started treating me a type of way, I pulled her to the side, face to face, and had a conversation with her. So when I thought you was talking shit about me, I pulled you to the side and I had a conversation. I didn't take it to nowhere else. I didn't try to fuck up your career. I didn't try to fuck up your livelihood. You thought I was talking shit about you. You try to defame my character. You try to fuck up my livelihood. And I grew up with you and I ain't never done no shit like that towards you.
She sounds miserable.
And then niggas is talking about some, you got beef with her, and this is news to you. Because this is your first time hearing about the beef.
Yeah.
But now, since you trying to fuck up my livelihood and all that shit, bitch, now it is smoke.
Yeah.
Because fuck is you talking about? I
Yeah.
ain't never felt that way towards you. Never.
Yeah.
Even when you was treating me fucked up. I ain't never fixed my mouth to say no fucked up shit about you. As a person, I kept that shit to my fucking self. She got mad at me because there was a studio before the studio then that saw her behavior towards me at that studio, and that was the first time she did it when I was teaching at another studio. Mind you, when they asked her to come to the pop-up class, I was the one who recommended her to come do the pop-up class. That's why she got the invite.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And a lot of the people who are sitting up here turning on me because the studio banned me, bro, these the same niggas who I put their name up. I recommended them behind closed doors. They turning on me because it's the popular thing to do. Whole time, I played a part in their success.
Man.
That's why I'm saying, like, people do shit like this in the industry, and it's really fucked up, and it really be fucking people's mental. And when people leave the industry, and when they be realizing why there's a shortage of real people and why the industry is so miserable, it's because a lot of people have deceived themselves into playing this game that there's no real prize in. The real prize and the real flex would be all of us being able to stand up together and being able to show that more of us are able to make a living off of this shit
Prosper.
together.
Yeah.
But we're not doing that. We're letting them deceive us into thinking that it's only enough plates, that it's only enough room. No, if everybody pop their shit for everybody, then everybody succeed, and it's simple.
Well, the only thing I have to say to that is that we need to then, you said just a second ago, like,
That's what I've been saying. Like,
it's escaping my mind how you said it, but we need to do the thing that they're not doing. Like they're in this for whatever the fuck their goal is. It's not the betterment of. It's not our benefit. So we need to do this with our benefit in mind.
Yeah, but my thing is, for me to have my benefit, everybody else needs to have their benefit.
So then you get around it's the people that you're surrounded by.
Yeah, and that's why I had to stand alone, and I had to be okay with standing alone, because when you are a person who really cares and you really want the best for everybody, they be seeing it as you green in the industry. They're like, oh, he green, he just gonna do whatever. But I you peep it on the low. You feel what I'm saying? You whole time they think they're taking advantage of you, and you're doing that shit for the love of the fucking game.
I mean, there's always gonna be people who do shit like that, right? And it's nothing you can do about them being there existing. You just gotta, when they show themselves, when a person shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
And that's basically what my mentor told me, because I went to my mentor and I told her about what happened with the studio. And mind you, she moved out of LA. She started her own shit in Dallas, and she's like much happier now.
There we go.
And, or not even in Dallas, in San Antonio, my bad. But she told me, because I was on the phone with her and I was like crying because I was devastated, because I really loved teaching there, and I felt like they was trying to fuck up my platform, and they fucked up my whole, like, they fucked up the whole trajectory I had for myself. And she said to me, she said, You don't stop doing what you're doing because, check this out. This is why I don't believe in karma no more.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is what she told me. She said she's had experiences with this girl too.
Mm-hmm.
And she said who she is as a person is her greatest punishment, and you don't need to do anything to her.
Mm.
Because who she is the greatest punishment itself.
Because she will. I don't know that person to say that they will fuck up all of their opportunities, but
No.
she won't provide anything fruitful to her life.
Yeah,
so
and
it's like she just won't prosper. So you just let her sit in her bullshit.
Well, no, not even that, G. Because here's the fucked up part. In the industry, a lot of people who are fucked up, they get away scot free. They don't ever get caught, and people will always love them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I've seen this shit and witnessed it firsthand.
Uh-huh.
People will always love them, and the
do
thing is,
you think when it's all said and done, they will have gotten away with it?
When it's all said and done, they're gonna just have to live with what they did.
Right? Is that getting away with it? Having to live with that in your fucking spirit. And I mean, when you pass away, I mean, I don't know if you believe in going to heaven or hell, but like doing malicious shit, you're not getting into heaven.
I do, but it's like, here's the thing: getting into heaven or hell, it's not even a matter of what people do, good or bad. And the scriptures outline this very perfectly. Okay. And the thing is, a lot of people think that they're going to heaven just because they're a good person, and they don't know God. They don't know God's word. So because they're not in the word, and because they choosing to live this life of blessing and prosperity, when that's actually not what the fuck the Lord purposed for us. Not even to use like that language in the same sentence.
I'm listening to you.
That's not what it was purposed for. And the thing is, a lot of people, like, they get deceived because it's a trick of the enemy. Like the scriptures outline this very perfectly. In the last days, it's gonna be just as it was in the days of Noah, and it's just like how you see now. People are getting married. People are doing their biggest one. People are popping their shit. Yeah. Me, and they forget.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean when I see people think they bigger than the program. We're all equals. We're all God's creation, and we should all be treating each other as equal, regardless of a person's sins. Whatever another person's sins are, that's actually not nobody else's business. That's between them and the Lord.
And God.
And honestly, you shouldn't even be looking at nobody for their sins when the Lord forgives you from your shit. Because at the end of the day, like, the Lord saved tons of people. Literally, Paul killed God's people. He was killing God's people, and the Lord still saved him and made him a prophet, a person of example for people to go back in the scriptures and reference what he said. And he was actively killing God's people. He was killing Christians. He was persecuting the fuck out of them. And God still saved him. God saved Rahab just because she believed. She was a fucking harlot. That's why it always says the people that be turning their nose up and they think that they going to heaven and they so saved. A lot of people in the church, they think that just because they have all this stuff and all these possessions and all, none of that shit goes with them.
Right.
In the end, it don't.
Right.
And I know none of this shit's going with me. It's about how I make people feel, how I impact their spirit. Yeah. So that even if, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do.
They can. That's why I'm still in this shit and why I'm still doing it, even if it's gonna kill me. Because guess what? I'm gonna show people that you can still achieve your dreams and do what you want to do, and you don't have to hurt anybody. You don't have
still
to cause
be yourself.
harm. You can still be yourself. You can still
That's why
love people,
I make music,
and you can
bro.
you can still be there for people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because all my life, I've been, you know what I'm saying, being there for people and doing all this shit for people. And Chris will tell you, they never was on my team. No matter how hard I tried, no matter what I did, I could be there, I could show up, and they, no matter what I did, they still wouldn't treat me any different. So it don't even matter. And when you got that spirit in you, it's never gonna fail, because no matter what, God's always keeping score. and in the end, who you are as a person really shows up.
Yeah.
And that's why I still do it. And I still do it
Yeah.
to protect the niggas that's in this shit that don't know what the fuck is really going on, that don't know that these people will actually really hurt you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I still want to show people that it's still possible.
Mm.
And that's why I dance, because wasn't nobody for me. Wasn't nobody there for me. Wasn't nobody there for me. My own family saw me as the fucking black sheep. They can say that they love me and they did all this shit, but their behavior towards me always reflected otherwise. And Chris will tell you, over the years, he will tell you, people would always tell me that they loved me. People would always say that they had love for me, but their behavior towards me always reflected otherwise. And then I was always the one that was punished for asking why I was being treated this way, simply for wanting to raise the conversation. When the conversation needs to be had in order for a healthy relationship to take place. And if you're not doing anything like that, if you're actually being vigilant in the relationship, if you're actually endeavoring to show love, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these people, a lot of these preachers, a lot of these people who are even pastors, the way they treat people, the way they behave in a public setting, and get it, we're all sinners, we're all human beings, we're all liable to make mistakes. But in knowing that, we should be giving grace to people for that reason.
Yeah.
Because we're all liable to make mistakes. We're all human beings. Not one sin is any greater than the other. Because guess what? The Bible will tell you that people didn't fucking go to hell because of their sins. People went to hell because they didn't believe. They didn't believe the word. Okay. They weren't hearing what the Lord was saying. They didn't believe. You go into the scripture. If you go to Hebrews chapter 3, read it, the King James Version. It literally says it. They didn't go to hell.
Let's do it.
They didn't go to hell. And it says, I think it's Hebrews 3:19. So we see that they didn't get in because of unbelief. That doesn't mean you go around doing willy-nilly whatever. You know what I mean? And I feel like
you said 3:13?
3:19, I think. Yeah, in the King James Version. So we see they could not enter in because of unbelief, right?
Yeah. So we see that they cannot enter. So we see that they cannot enter in because of unbelief.
Yeah.
But I need to read the whole chapter.
If you read the whole chapter, it like goes over a plethora of things, but like that's the main point. Like a lot of people, they think a certain way, and it's not really going to be that, because when push comes to shove, like, it was rooted in unbelief. And that's why it's like, it's unbelief important. Is actually the biggest sin.
Yeah, it's important to have faith. It's important to believe.
And that's why I be telling people, like, a lot of people, they'll tell you, like, the Lord promised us all this, that, and the third. No, the Lord actually didn't promise all of us that stuff. If you get it in this lifetime and you still hold on to Him and your beliefs in Him, then that's great. But He didn't say that He was just going to give it to you just because you're His child. Any of the people, think about it. None of the people that the Lord chose in the Bible, that are highlighted in the Bible, I wouldn't want to switch positions with none of them, respectfully. None of them went through things that were pleasant things in their life. They all went through things that would have broken the average person, and they still leaned on Him. That's how I know God is real. Because I could have been taken out of here many a times, dude.
Yeah, same in my situation.
So it's like, and that's why I dance. That's why I do what I do, because my family didn't. I was doing everything for my family. It still was never enough. They still never was able to love me the way that I needed to be loved. I never found a partner. I've been doing this shit solo dolo. I never found a community. Everybody was friends with each other, and I had to go do that shit by myself. And I still believe in bringing in the community for other people. I still believe and have faith that even if I just keep standing the way that I'm supposed to stand for everybody, that it'll turn around eventually. And I'm still not going to lose hope for that. But I know that if everybody doesn't shapen up, I'm just fighting for a lost cause.
Well, as long as you keep fighting for God's will, you'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like, because what I do, it like what you're describing is what I do in the area. What you're describing is what I do in my area of life as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Feeling like having to go at this shit alone, feeling like I'm fighting. What's the way to say it? Feeling like I'm fighting the battle all by myself and for a lost cause, just because of how a lot of our people treat it. And it's
Yeah.
our people. It's not anyone else's fault but our own.
Yeah.
Like, we are not, a lot of us don't move with the intention of, a lot of us don't move with the intention of moving forward. We allow ourselves to succumb to ignorance and tricks of the devil that keep us stagnant and broken. And we're just in a place now where I feel like, not we can't heal, but it's so fucking hard to let go of the shit that's keeping you broken that you're not going to heal. You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing, like, we ourselves can't do it.
That's very true.
It's up to God.
That's very true.
And that's why people always ask me, with all the shit that I've been through, because what I have described to you in the past, however many times we've been talking, that doesn't even scratch the surface. Chris will tell you, everybody loves to pop their shit and act like they could walk a day in my shoes. I promise you, these bitches would never be able to walk a day in my shoes. They would kill their motherfucking self. They would never be able to walk a day in my shoes, ever. And I'm okay with that. And I don't and I move the way that I move because I don't want nobody to have to walk a day in my shoes. Respectfully.
Yeah, because it's your calling, it's your path, it's your journey.
I
respect.
I think that people can heal, but they need to lean on God.
100%.
We can't do it ourselves, and that's the point of the whole Bible. We can't do it ourselves. We need a savior. That's why we need Jesus. That's why we need to know who he is, and that's why we need to know his ways, because we can't do it ourselves. We try and try and try, and that's the works. And that's the works, and we're in a different dispensation in time right now. This isn't the time in the Bible where it's the Old Testament and we need to be doing the law and we need to have it all perfect and be these perfect people. No, because guess what? The Bible says it. There's no such thing as a good person. I don't know where that is in the Bible, but it's true. It says it in the Bible. There's no such thing as a good person. Not one person is good. Not one. Not even me. You know what I'm saying? No, there's no such thing as a good person. Straight up. And a lot of people deceive themselves into thinking that they're better people than they actually are because they want to believe that they're such a good person. That's a trick of the devil too. People get so vain and so blown up in their own shit. They think they're such this great person. Whole time they're destroying people. Whole time they're hurting people. Whole time they have such a lack of love in their heart. But they think they're such a great people because the world has deceived people into, oh, do it your way, do it your way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I hear that.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, a lot of people think that they're going to heaven and they're not. They didn't believe the word. They still gonna have to answer to God for a lot of shit.
A lot of the shit that they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even repent. Repentance is the key to going to heaven. It's not that you have to be a perfect person, but if you can willingly sit down with yourself and sit down with God and go before him and be like, damn, what I did was fucked up, I shouldn't have done that, and then you can move forward. That's why a lot of people can't heal, because a lot of people can't address the problem. A lot of people are too deceived by other people and the people that are surrounding them, that are telling them what they're doing is right or wrong or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
that's why a lot of people aren't gonna heal, and that's why a lot of people can't heal, and that's why a lot of people are stagnant. And that is, I agree, a trick of the devil too. And that's why people are staying stagnant, because they can't willingly sit within themselves and look in the mirror and address the problem, right?
Yeah.
Because guess what? When Judas betrayed God, right? Let's trip off this. When Judas betrayed God, right? He didn't think it was him. He took his nose up and he was like, "Oh, it's not me. Couldn't possibly be me." Whole time it was him. He was the one that went up and did it. Everyone else was stressing out, looking within themselves, looking within their flaws, trying to see how they could serve better.
I need to read that story.
He felt like he was bigger than the program, and the thing is, on the outside looking in, right? He was. They were the last person he would have suspected.
Whole time he's the person they're looking for.
Whole time he's the person that brought all this shit to come to be. And a lot of people in the world, in the entertainment industry, have like a Judas mindset, and they will do whatever. Betrayal isn't normal. That is not something that's like godlike. Like, if you can really sit up and betray a person, there's something wrong in your spirit, and you're not going to heaven. If you can betray someone and not even have an inkling of like sorrow or like forgiveness in your heart about the shit that you did, you can't say that you're going to heaven. People can't say they're going to heaven. And that's on some real shit. A lot of people like to look at other people's sins and look at what they did, look at what they did, look at what they did, look at what they did. A lot, and that's why a lot of people don't like me, because I only talk about me and what I did. I don't talk about what other people did. I talk about how it made me feel. I talk about what I did. I talk about how it made me feel. People don't like it when you talk about that shit, because people don't like it when you actually authentic and can take accountability. They don't like that shit because they're sitting up there deceiving themselves, bro. And it's a lot of society, even a lot of the niggas that's older than us. They don't see it.
I like to think I can see it. I like to think I can see it.
I mean, nobody's perfect. We can't all see it all the time. And sometimes, like, I think that hold on.
So good.
But yeah, it's crazy and it's hard, and a lot of stuff like a lot of stuff has a lot of like nuance to it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are so quick to point the finger, and even in the entertainment industry, and that's what I'm saying, a lot of this shit, it's so much deeper than we think. Like, it is that deep. Like, a lot of people, we're in this whole it's not that deep epidemic, and it is that deep. It is that deep, and it should matter, and we should be actively looking out for each other, trying to figure out what the solution could be,
right,
so that we could all be better as a whole.
Right.
A lot of people say that they like have God's spirit too, and they don't even think of it from that lens. They're so quick, me, my shit, I'm gonna pop my shit, I'm gonna be the biggest one. It doesn't have to be that. It don't have to be that, and that's like a huge sin. And that's why a lot of people, like, they might not sin outwardly, but like they're super fucking covetous, and they're still gonna go to hell for that shit if they don't repent, because they're super covetous. They'll sit up there and like they're so vain, they're so, oh, I'm popping my shit, I got all this, I'm super woo. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Power to you.
Right.
Like, does it make you feel any better?
Right.
And that's why, like, a lot of people, that's why I like personally, like, bro, like, I can feel people's energy, and I don't like fuck with a lot of people. I can't talk to a lot of people. Like, Chris will tell you, like, oh, like, yeah, like, he's like cool, like, but like, he's always like, Chris will tell you, like, I'm cool, but I'm always peeping the scenery, because I can see what other people, like, the shit that matters to other people, it doesn't matter to me. And that's why even like I feel like it's been hard for me to get into a relationship for that reason, because it's like a lot of people, what they think that they could offer me, what they think they're doing, that doesn't really matter to me. How's your soul?
Right.
Do you
Facts.
have, like,
Yeah.
like I don't care about any of that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you have money, cars, that's impressive. Does that make you feel better?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I've had everything, and I've had fucking nothing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Even in my situation right now, I have literally nothing. All the shit that's in like that little backpack that I have, that's all I have now. At this current moment in time, I have nothing but my gift to offer. So when I come into these spaces, I have to be fully present. I have to really give it my all, because my gift is all I have to give. And sometimes when you're like walking with God, sometimes your gift is all he's going to allow you to have, and that's okay. And he's going to make up the difference. That's why he wants you to lean on him, because he's going to make up the difference.
Right.
That's why I don't never be tripping off certain shit. Like, that's why when it comes down to the shit with me and my mom, she doesn't see it from the same lens that I do. But it's like, if your faith is really that strong, you'll know that you're not going to go without. The scriptures say it perfectly. He feeds the birds of the air. He makes sure that the grass is still green, and that the sun still comes up every day. You feel what I'm saying? So even if I'm in a situation where I don't have nothing, I'm never gonna feel like whatever, because he took care of everything else. And that's why I feel like it's fucked up when people be low key like making fun of homeless people, because it's like a lot of people don't understand that the powers that be are about to, and the playing field's about to be even.
Right.
And they don't understand what's going on behind the scenes. They don't understand that the mindset that everyone's being tricked into is the mindset that they want you to have, so that when the time comes and when everyone is deceived and when it's too late to turn back, everybody is going to take the mark of the beast, bro. I'm telling you, when that time comes, everybody is going to take it. They are going to fall for that shit. It's going to be a lot less people going to heaven than people think. And I think a lot of Christians need to really like focus up now, especially at this stage in the game now. We're seeing Israel at war.
Right.
All people who believe in God should be paying attention, and they should be praying for everybody in the situation. Israel is the only nation that's historically been a nation that's destroyed and been a nation that's come back. The only nation in history that's done that. I don't know. And I'm not saying it's not like free Palestine either, because I feel like everybody should be able to live peaceably. But that's why it shows you, like, in this world, like, it's complex, and we could even have a whole deep ass conversation about that, because it's complex, bro. It's super complex, because Satan's kingdom is divided. Like, that's why you see all this shit happening the way it is in the world. That's why nobody can come to an agreement. That's why everybody's spirit is so fucked up, and that's why everybody's so divided towards one another, because it's Satan's kingdom. When Adam sinned in the garden with Eve, he signed the title deed over to the serpent. Simple. And it's deeper than that. That's why, like, in like a lot of churches, they don't talk about shit like this, and they need to actually have these conversations. They need to talk about it, because if they're not talking about it, they're not really talking about the fullness of what they could be giving y'all in a lot of churches. And that's why, like, when a lot of people do leave churches, like, that's why I feel like a lot of Christians, we need to not also be like judgmental about like sins and whatnot either, because like we're not in that dispensation in time. Yes, we're supposed to live the way that he's purposed for us to live, but that's not to say that that we're any less victim of falling short. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And even when we do fall short, guess what? You think that he can't see and already account for that if he sits outside of time itself?
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's why I feel like when a lot of churches be telling people, oh, you need to do X, Y, Z, and oh, we can't accept you if X, Y, Z. Wrong. Right. That's the wrong answer.
Right. It is.
You're not endeavoring to show love, and you're not endeavoring to actually want people to be saved.
Right.
If you wanted somebody to be saved from something, you would have compassion on them even in their sins, and you would want to work with them through it. That's what bearing one another's burdens are. That's what that means.
That's powerful, bro.
And even in my own church, I can see that that's how a lot of people are screwing up. Even the elders, I can see that's how they're falling short.
Mm-hmm. Not leading from love, not like I guess being so quote unquote hard on sins.
Yeah, because it's like the Lord, the Lord saved a lot of people from sins. The Lord saved so many people from a variety of different sins.
Right.
There's nothing that He can't cover, but it's about whether the person can believe that the sin can be covered or not.
Right.
So our job as saints should actually be drawing more people in, and be wanting to accept more people, because although it's like there are certain things, if the Lord can change anything. There's nothing impossible for Him.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that's impossible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like the only way that a person like might actually like go to hell prematurely is if they take themselves out the game.
Mm.
And I feel like that's why like a tactic of the enemy. Now in some situations, I guess that's a question I do have though, because in some situations for some people, they are actually suffering and they are actually like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going through shit that like that can't be helped. So it's like, you know,
and that He's also ordaining and allowing to happen.
yeah, so it's like if someone did kill themselves, like, and it was like that unbearable, like maybe if they like they I don't hey
Maybe
they could still maybe they could still like repent like in their final moments and like hope that the Lord will save them, but it's about like chance. I don't know.
right.
And that's like a question I do have.
I mean, from my own speculation, I'll just be honest. I was there. He kind of just told me, Marcus, relax, go back in your room and sit down. And he made me sit with all the shit that I was thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. If you're at a point where you want to take yourself out the game, I feel like that's just an emotional reaction. Because like, and I say that because, see, this is why I don't speak on stuff like this, because I'm not crazy well versed in scripture. So I can't sit here and tell you like the word says do this or don't do this, and it says it here. But I mean, you're not supposed to. My own conviction is telling me you're not supposed to kill yourself.
You're not. I don't think so either.
So nothing is that deep. You know what I'm saying? You get what I mean? Like you have to, even if you feel like, even if you're falling to that, you have to be able to pull yourself down to nothing is that deep. Like, nothing is worth my life. Nothing is worth my health. Nothing is worth putting my loved ones through that.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why, like, when because I've attempted and like survived a couple times, and then it's like I can't like do it anymore because I feel guilty.
Well, I'm glad you're
Like,
here.
yeah, like I feel very like guilty, and I feel like a lot of like my life, like in the past like almost 10 years has like been a lot of like survivor's guilt from a lot of situations, because I've survived so many things that I shouldn't have survived, and there are things that like didn't actually take out certain places. And I like, even with the fires, like I have a lot of like survivor's guilt from the fires, because I have like family that's out here, and like none of our shit like was burned at all, and our shit like should have been fucking torched, and none of it was burned. And I was like watching like friends and family like go through shit where their shit was burning, and I was watching like a lot of like my childhood like essentially burned to the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was like very like traumatizing, even though I didn't necessarily like lose anything in the fires. Like I had to like watch everyone else who I've like grown up with and grown community with over all these years lose all these things.
Exactly.
And I was also like here to witness it. That happened literally like the day after my birthday.
Wow.
Yeah. Like
Wow.
it was my 25th birthday.
Mm.
I was out here
Mm.
with Victoria.
Mm.
We went to Knott's. We came back. We got drunk.
Mm.
I spent the night. I woke up the next morning, and we like me and her were outside doing a bowl,
Mm.
and I was like, "It's dead smoky as fuck right now." We thought it was just chill.
Mm.
Woke up the next morning, and it looked like we were in fucking hell.
Mm. Yeah, bro.
And even like when I was with Chris and Bobby and them, we had so many near misses when we came up here to try to retrieve shit.
Mm.
Like looking back on that situation, and I'd be thinking about it like they don't really think about it like that. And I'm gonna have to get in the shower soon because we have to teach. But
absolutely, it's good.
We shouldn't have survived that day. Like the four of us, we shouldn't have. And that's how I know God's real, because
I kind of wanted to go with y'all too, because
we shouldn't have survived that shit.
I wanted to ride around with y'all because when the family was convening and Chris swung by, you had Bobby in the car. I don't know if you were in the car.
I was in the car, yeah.
Okay. I was like, I know them niggas about to go have some fucking fun.
No,
I kind of
we
want to
all
go.
in the car, but like in hindsight, like that shit was traumatizing as fuck. Like,
bro, it felt like the apocalypse, bro.
We were not like, and that's the weirdest thing, because like Altadena/Pasadena, this is like our second time going through a natural disaster like that.
Yeah.
Because I was here during the windstorm too.
Exactly.
And that was like hurricane category 5
exactly.
level winds.
Exactly.
And I lived on Christmas Tree Lane at the time.
I was on Crosby, bro. I was in the heart of both of them.
Fucking the biggest fucking pine tree fell over.
Good Lord.
If it would have fallen the wrong way, that would have crushed my entire
on your
apartment.
house.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like that shit. No. That's why like I knew that like Altadena was going to be able to get back from the fires, because we survived the windstorm. But even like surviving the windstorm, I hadn't seen a level of devastation in this city like that.
Right, exactly.
Like,
it's literally those two.
That shit
at the top two.
Like that shit rocked my world. Like I thought that it was gonna be like fun, and I thought that it was gonna be like a good experience, because maybe like some shit was really finna pop off, and maybe shit was really starting to happen. But then we went up there, and I was like, fuck, dude, like this is actually crazy, because we've
just never seen no shit
like
that.
We've never seen no, yeah, like, and it was fucked up. Like it was more fucked up than they even said it was on the news. Like,
yeah,
and that's also what kind of like pissed me off, is because like they were like highlighting the Palisades fire so much, but like this fire was actually so much more fucked up than they said in the news. And I actually like, I was crying when we were up there, because I was like, nah, like I feel like more people are dead than they're saying. I feel like more people are dead than they're saying, because a lot of people, I don't think Altadena and Pasadena have historically had the same people, the same families. It's generations, right? So people all of a sudden just being like cold turkey, like, oh well, and a lot of properties just, oh well, just going up, and now there's not a lot of like natives anymore. I don't feel like that was by accident, and I feel like there were a lot more people dead than they said.
Maybe,
because
bro.
There was so much more
not.
devastation than they even broadcasted. By the time they broadcasted the shit, it was already kind of subsided.
Yeah.
They didn't.
No, that's true.
They didn't show how bad it actually was.
Right.
They showed how bad Palisades actually was, but they didn't show how bad it actually was up here.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm gonna forever stand on that. They never showed how bad it actually was up here. Never.
I mean, I documented when I was rolling around with stuff still burning and stuff. But
everything, and it was fucked up. Like,
bro, we should put the footage together someday.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm down to like get some music. Like obviously, like if you're gonna do performances, if you want dancers, I'm down to work. Even if you have like beats that you want to send me, like I'm slowly but surely getting back, like, because I had to make sure my mental's okay before I start teaching again, because I'm dealing with children and using the future generation.
Facts.
So, I'm
glad you see that as important.
slowly but surely.
Well, shit, bro. I appreciate you.
And, bro, thank you for the talk. For
Yeah,
the smoke.
for sure.
It was actually good, like actually getting to have a conversation with you because I feel like we don't really like talk a lot. I mean, me and Chris, like, it doesn't seem like we talk a lot, but like, I've known that nigga my whole life.
Yeah,
We've been
yeah.
friends since I was
Sandbox
5.
homies.
So like, we don't talk a lot anymore, but like.
But you still got that connection with bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because our birthdays are a week apart.
Right.
So yeah.
But yeah, all right, do your
All
thing,
right,
bro.
I'll
Good
see you.
talking to you. Hell yeah. That nigga Chris.